Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel No Homeopathy, and here's Samriddhi Sharma is here to guide you. And in today's video I'm going to discuss a very important topic, that is how to take a case or how to do case taking. Alright, and it is a very important question, because every time when you are exposed with the patient and you have to do the case taking, you don't know how to start it or how to continue it or how to end it. Alright, so in this video I'm going to discuss the key points of the case taking, that you have to take a case to get a better results, to get a better condition of the patient, better symptomatology of the patients. Alright, so without wasting your time, let's start the video. So first of all, as mentioned in the organ of medicine, that keep the patient narrating the symptoms, allow the patient to narrate the symptoms. Alright, and I have seen many of the students not doing this. They don't allow the patient to narrate the symptoms. They start taking the case in the way they are provided the case taking performer. Alright, the case taking performer, as mentioned in, there is a present complaints, history of present complaint, past history, mental general. So the student start taking the symptoms in the sequence as mentioned in the performer. But this is a worst way of taking the case, that because you are taking the case in the leading format, you are not allowing the patient to narrate the symptoms. You are taking the case in the leading format. You are asking the leading questions firstly when there is no need. First, you have to allow the patient to narrate the symptoms. Whatever the symptoms the patient is giving to you in the first instance are very important. Okay, you have to allow the patient narrating the symptoms. When the patient narrates all the symptoms and you are lacking the particulars, or you are lacking some symptoms that makes the totality, okay, then you are allowed to ask the leading questions. Alright, so allow the patient to narrate the symptoms. Fill your form whatever the patient, according to whatever the patient is giving you the symptoms. Suppose the patient is telling you the symptoms that the patient is having the headache from the past 4 to 5 years, and the headache is aggravated in the morning. The patient is saying that the headache is reaches its peak in the morning when I wake up from the bed, and next, when anyone does anything wrong, okay, that is not expected by me, I got angry, and when I shout, due to the anger, the headache arises. Okay, and whenever I didn't find any of the things in the order and neat and clean or anything, I got irritated, and when I got angry on the persons of my family, the headache arises. So you have to write the present complaints plus the mental generals. The patient is giving you the mental generals combined with the present complaints. Okay, and it is a very important thing you have to notice. And don't again ask that what is your nature, because you are about to take the mental generals. When the patient is already given you the symptoms of the mentals, okay, already given you the mentals, try to write it where specified. Okay, so don't again ask, because I have seen many of the students doing this mistake, and they simply write down the symptoms as specified in the case taking performer. They ask the present complaints, past history, mental generals, then taking the physical generals. Don't follow the sequence. Follow the sequence of the patient, what he is giving, because you had a paper. Okay, and the patient, when narrating the symptoms, try to write down. If he has given you the present complaints, now he is saying the mental generals, don't interrupt the patient. Now he is giving the mental generals, write down whatever he or she is giving to you. Okay, you can skip it into your performer, but don't interrupt the patient when he or she is narrating the symptoms. All right, so this is the important part of the case taking, and the majority of the people missed it out. First of all, you have to allow the patient to narrate the symptoms. Whatever symptoms the patient is narrating in the first instance is very, very important. Okay, and next, if you find out that you didn't got some of the symptoms or some of the modalities, now you are free to ask the leading questions. Now you can ask the patient the leading questions. Okay, so this is a very, very important part of the case taking, and how to take a case is covered. Okay, so that's all. And if you have any of your friends who are missing these points, and please help them out and share out this video with them,